One of President Trump's campaign promises was to change how we do business with Mexico. He said he would save American jobs.
So tonight, Action 7 News is taking a closer look at the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, and its impact on both sides of the border. We sent Sky 7 reporter Sandra Ramirez down there, and what she found is that a change to NAFTA could cost New Mexico hundreds of thousands of jobs.
It's scaring a lot of people on both sides of the border.
Alexander Sierra works at the Acme Mills plant in Santa Teresa, New Mexico. It's right along the border with San Jeronimo, Mexico. The plant produces materials used in car upholstery. Sierra says 85% of their business depends on trade with Mexico. So what is it that Sierra and so many others along the border are scared of? Changes to the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA. President Donald Trump wants to renegotiate the deal, but has made it clear if he doesn't get what he wants, he's prepared to withdraw altogether. Here's what the Santa Teresa port of entry looks like. Hundreds of semi-trucks travel back and forth every day. Just down the way, you can also see warehouses and manufacturing plants, a hub that provides about 250,000 jobs in our state. Sierra fears what could happen if that trade were to come to a halt.
You've lost your job. That's not a good thing for anyone.
And that's not the only New Mexico border town that's worried about changes to NAFTA.
Our port of entry is growing.
Columbus, New Mexico shares its border with Palomas, Mexico.
Vehicles line up to cross the border into Columbus, New Mexico every single day. Right now, about 3,000 people are using this port of entry a day, and one lane in each direction just isn't enough.
From Sky 7, you can also see semi-trucks making their way across this port of entry in Columbus. Mayor Philip Skinner says this existing port of entry can't handle the number of semi-trucks driving across every single day. Plans to build a new $84 million port of entry are in the works and would expand it from 4 acres to 20. Skinner says a bigger port of entry would mean more trade with Mexico and more jobs.
We need jobs in our community. We're desperate for jobs.
Skinner says Columbus would be devastated if the United States backs out of NAFTA. He says the livelihood of this New Mexico border town and others depends on it.
I'm hoping that President Trump sees that Mexico is a good partner.
Along the U.S.-Mexico border, I'm Sandra Ramirez, KOAT Action 7 News.